man.
Hey guys, you're rocking with your DJ Zoom here on 88.9 The Alternation, our YouTube channel. And today for our interviews, our lovely band interviews, we have Flight 619 with us. You guys want to introduce yourselves real quick?
I'm Dakota, the lead singer of Flight 619.
And I'm Dave Rudolph, guitar player from Flight 619.
And once again, you guys are rocking with your DJ Zoom. We're just going to get into a few questions right off the bat. So I would have to say the first one, and the one that I like asking every band, would be, how do you think your songs in general have changed over the years since you guys started?
So I really think that they've become a lot more complex, and like Dave said earlier to me, they got more mature, and just the way between writing and advancement and like my own vocals, I feel like starting out compared to now, they're a lot better.
Even expanding like the instrumentation of like the different songs. You know, at first it was more just like a rock band, and now we've been incorporating a lot more like synth parts and stuff. In part working with our producer John Denny.
A little bit more modern.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, since the only thing that, like, with the radio station, we kind of grown out of saying that we're more modern rock, only because we have so much in the mixing bowl that you can't really call yourself modern if you have more alternative rock than modern rock and some other things thrown in there too. Yeah. So in your own opinion, do you think that your music has gotten better since you started?
I would like to hope.
Yeah, I hope.
But
you can toot your
I really do think that it has gotten a lot better. I mean, I've listened to the first song that I wrote, which you can find on iTunes. It's For You, which it didn't sound bad, and I love that song. I love performing it live, but compared to like Dying Days, there's just a lot more vocal variety, I guess I would say. So.
Okay. All right. So since starting off as a band, I mean, you guys have been together for quite a while now. Yeah. So what have been the best memories that you've made?
My favorite memory with Flight 619 was going down to Tampa, Florida to do an outdoor concert. A lot of us went down on what we call our like bus kind of, and it was just a really great experience to all be together for that long. It was like a good bonding experience, and then we met Dave. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I wasn't quite in the band for that part, but it was pretty cool. This summer we played a sold-out show at the Empire. That was my first show actually with the band, and that was really cool to just have a sold-out show to like, you know, just kick things off.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
So you guys on that bus ride or just like playing in the band, you guys have grown together?
Oh, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, I see a lot of the times with some of our bands that come in, it's just either there's a single artist and they're like, oh yeah, there's this band, or it's just like we're a family.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool to see that different variations. Not that just you being kind of by yourself with the band behind you, it's not bad, but having that bond between you guys.
You have to make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've had like one of our other local bands, Chill. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. Yeah. When they came in, I think they were one of our first band interviews that we did. They said that they grew together, and that's what they feel gave them better music.
Oh yeah, and there's a wide variety of ages in the band, so there's a lot of different levels of experience coming. At me at least, and I just hit my mic. Sorry. And at the same time, it's like I feel like the whole band is just my family, like you said, like my brothers, and so obviously we have disagreements, but it's at the end of the day we all still like each other, so that's all that matters.
So out of the songs that you guys have made, which would you say is your favorite, or the band's favorite?
I'll let you go first.
I don't know. We got a new song that we're going to be playing this Friday's show at the Outpost. It's called My Gardenia. I just love the guitar riff on that one.
Oh, me too.
That one's probably got to be my favorite.
I would say my favorite is the new one, Dying Days. It was our first really slow song, and it just has a lot of meaning behind it. And my second favorite is Sick Of, because you can like move with it, which is great.
Now, speaking of Dying Days, I mean, that personally on the station plays quite a bit compared to everything else. Seeing as we have, the way we set it up is we have a file for general songs, which that's just general rotation, and we have popular, which Dying Days is in, so it plays a lot more than some of our other songs.
Right.
Sweet.
What would you guys say would be the main meaning behind it, and how did you come to making Dying Days?
So the making of Dying Days, I actually called our producer, John Denny. He lives in Nashville, so our times are a little bit different, but we always seem to work that out. It's essentially living each day like it's your last, and there's part of the song where in the first section, English is hard, where it's like you're looking down at your grave and looking back on your memories and saying like, I wish I would have done this, and then you're telling somebody else to do what you wish that you would have done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a really deeper meaning to that song that like when you actually
deeper meanings.
I don't know, what would you say would be the deepest? If that's just deeper, that one by far. Okay, fair enough. So when it comes to making your songs and things like that, what exactly is the process behind that?
It's really different for everyone in the band because we all write kind of our own parts to put into it, which I love. There's a lot of unique, it just shows each member in the songs. And so I usually write down some ideas with John Denny, and we'll either start off in a rant about how we feel about society or like what's going on, or even in our personal lives, and then we'll turn that into a poem. And it actually starts with you guys. You guys usually send me over a riff.
Yeah, some kind of song idea.
Right.
And then it just kind of grows together from there, and we just keep adding layers. And sometimes you gotta go back and subtract something you thought was cool earlier.
Right.
But in the end, we're usually pretty happy with the result. Which, once everyone's happy, that's when we're like, but now we can put this out. Yeah.
So there's definitely when it comes to the bands, I notice that there's many different kind of puzzle pieces to fit to it.
Oh, for sure.
But would you guys say, and I asked this with Chill when they came in, do you guys make the lyrics first or most of the sounds first?
It's sometimes different, but I think that we make the sounds first just because they'll send me even sometimes a folder of different riffs that have been made, and I'll kind of like hum along to it, and then that's when we start, awesome.
Hello. And that's when we start to build from there.
Okay.
So.
All right, fair enough. So, I mean, definitely with the songwriting process, it's interesting to see each band go through their own things. So with the songwriting process, what would be the biggest hurdle that you guys have to get over? Like, is there any differences? Like, you guys ever sit down and talk about the song and say, wait, no, this isn't right? Or
I'd say for me personally, should I talk into this or?
I mean, I'm guessing that's why I gave it to you.
The biggest hurdle that I have is coming up with something to put all of my lyrics together, because sometimes you make really, really good points that all have to do with the same topic, but sometimes it just doesn't flow.
Right.
Here, I'll let you.
Yeah, I think you interviewing me.
I think so.
I think, I don't know, sometimes the hardest part, I think, with the musical side of the song is a lot of times coming up with like a bridge or a middle part that is different enough from the verses and choruses, but still like fits in with the song, so you're not thrown completely out into left field. Something that'll flow but get your attention and then bring you right back to the chorus at the end where you need to hammer home your point.
Yep.
Okay. So seeing it just like with music and being in a band in general, you guys obviously really get into your music. So what would you say would be your favorite part about writing your songs or just playing music in general?
Well, I would say definitely the best part of it all is being able to perform it in front of people and showing people the art that you've put together and put so much effort and time and just your own stuff into all this stuff. And just putting it all together is really good. So I don't know about you.
Yeah,
Same.
pretty much the same. Yeah,
Yeah.
just stepping out there and getting to kick butt out there on stage.
Recording is actually really cool too. It's a really long process, and it takes days at a time. The one time we went to Nashville, I was, I think, 24 hours in the studio. I could barely talk after that day, but it's so much fun at the same time. You get to, record a little, go listen a little, and just all hang out.
Right. Now, I definitely noticed that you guys put a lot of effort into your songs, and it really shows through some of the. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to talk to. I believe it's your director. I don't know exactly how to state it, but he was telling me, "Oh yeah, we have new songs that we'd like you guys to play." I still haven't gotten the email yet. And I really I believe it was the new song you were talking about.
Is it Dying Days or Gardenia?
Gardenia.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder.
I don't believe we've gotten that yet, because I definitely haven't gone through and put it on there yet.
I don't think
but
we're gonna put that out until we get the CD release thing, which
right. That's what we were talking about.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
It could be coming out soon. Just hang
Okay.
on a little longer.
So, so we'll keep you guys waiting for that song, seeing as we're talking about it now, kind of like hyping you up.
Oh, for sure. I'm
to
definitely
see what's
eager
coming up
to
next.
let people hear it.
Now, another great song that we have on the station is Fine. That's another song that plays all the time, also in the popular. What exactly went into that song?
Oh, so much. It actually started out as a different song. It was a song about Hawaii, which it was a great song. It just needed a little bit more development. And through that, we started coming up with new lyrics, and we're like, wow, we really like this part better. And so we just completely redid the whole entire song, and I love it so much better.
I mean, it did come through great. The other one that I had off of the top of my head, and I wasn't able to exactly. It's slipping my head right now. I'm not able to. What's the other one that we have on the station?
Hi.
Sickos.
Yes.
Sickos?
Hi.
Hi.
That's the one I'm thinking about.
Yes.
Yeah. What went into that one? Because to me, those are my two favorite that we have.
Well, thank you. That's another one that I really like to perform. There's a lot of like oomph in it,
Right.
so that's really fun to jump around on stage. Mostly, one of our guitar players actually wrote that a while back, and the lyrics for that, and so I was able to kind of develop myself through those own lyrics and put my own little twists in it, and I actually really love that because it's kind of revamped and really awesome.
Okay. And talking about going up on stage, what would you guys say would be the feeling that you guys got the first time going up there?
Oh, the first time? I have to think about that. I'm gonna let you go first on that one.
I don't know. I mean, I've been performing like live with bands for a very long time at this point. But first time with this band, like I said, my first show I got the privilege of playing with them was that sold out show at the Empire, and it was pretty amazing just to see, like, you know, I've been practicing with them for a while and like knew how like awesome musicians like Dakota and our drummer Dylan and bass player Mark were, but like to actually get up there on stage and see like the response we were able to get like from the people, like it's not just us that thinks this is cool, like we got a sold out crowd that also thinks this is awesome, so it was really cool just to see that.
Kind of off of that, just like you said, feeding off of everybody's look, how they're looking at you and how they're just like feeling it. And especially the people that helped me write. I had a kind of a stage coach at the time, and I just remember like locking eyes with him, and I was like, we did it. Like so much practice and time went into this, and I was like, this is great. But other than that, the adrenaline that you get up there, I don't even remember half of my shows just because it's like boom, 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 adrenaline. Then you're like, whoa.
So it's so quick and just it goes. Yeah, I would say that I understand, but obviously I don't. I've never played up on stage before.
It's crazy.
But it does sound like you guys have a great time up there. Now, I do think that we're hitting that time mark now.
Okay.
So it was great having you guys in.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Right now, we're about to head over to the live air studio where we are going to do the interview with the orangutan, and I believe everyone's going to be in there.
Oh, perfect.
For that one.
I'm excited.
And then
Rock and
also
roll.
we'll have a live song that you guys are going to play. I don't know if we specified which one we're going to play yet. Do you guys know?
We are going to play Dying Days,
Well, there
which
you
is
go.
one of our newest ones.
So there's that one, and then, so we'll meet you guys down in the live studio. As for our amazing listeners out there on the YouTube, once again, I'm your DJ Zoom, rocking with you. Keep those dials always locked and always rocking here on 88.9 The Alternation.